Welcome to Buzz Around the Globe. War between Russia and Ukraine just got murkier, with thousands of civilians at risk of flooding in southern Ukraine.
I address everyone in the world for whom life is a value. Today, the Russian occupiers have committed the biggest crime of ecocide on the Ukrainian land, not only during this war but in decades.
Kyiv and Moscow are blaming each other for damage to the strategic Russian-held Kakhovka hydroelectric dam. Ukraine branded Russia a terrorist state at the International Court of Justice on Tuesday, accusing it of destroying the dam in what it said was a campaign of violence dating back years.
Russia's actions are the actions of a terrorist state, an aggressor.
The dam on the Dnipro River is a strategic water source for the Russian-annexed Crimean Peninsula, and some experts believe that flooding could potentially block Ukrainian forces seeking to regain lost territory. Especially since this comes at a time when it is believed that Ukraine's counter-offensive is afoot. At least that's what many are deducing from a weirdly high production quality video released by Ukraine of soldiers gesturing with their hands on their lips. Also, Russia has claimed that it has repelled a large-scale offensive by Ukraine and released this footage of the said attack. Kremlin is denying Ukraine's assertions that Russia blew up the dam, but Kyiv says Moscow destroyed the dam to slow down its military counteroffensive. But there is another angle to this "Russia blows up the dam" story. The damage to the dam has also increased fears of a nuclear incident, since the Sabotage power plant relies on the upstream Kakhovka reservoir for its cooling systems. But the United Nations and Russia said there was no major risk to the nuclear power plant. Ukraine disagrees and says there was a growing danger. The 3.3 kilometers long dam was captured by Russian forces at the beginning of the invasion, along with its hydroelectric power station. Built in Soviet times in the 1950s, the Kakhovka Dam has strategic value. It pumps water into the North Crimean Canal, which starts in southern Ukraine and crosses the entire Crimean Peninsula. This means that any problem with the dam could cause water supply problems for Crimea, which has been under Russian control since 2014. Russian supporters are using this argument to say that Ukraine and not Russia benefits from this. Russia said the dam was damaged by multiple Ukrainian strikes. Upstream from the dam is the Kakhovka reservoir, which can hold 18 cubic kilometers of water, approximately the same capacity as Utah's Great Salt Lake. Ukraine, which now controls the river's right bank, said on Tuesday there was flooding in at least 8 areas along the Dnipro River. About 16,000 people are in a critical flood zone, according to Ukrainian officials. Russia, which controls the left bank of the river, said over 22,000 residents in 14 areas were in potential flood zones, but there was no risk of flooding for major population centers. Do tell us what you think about this video in comments section, and for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.